Taunts, you're a man who knows things about golf. So
well, I pretend.
You certainly know more than me and Peter Hellier, and you probably know more than Damien Fleming. So I'm going to ask you some etiquette questions.
I'd love it to hear it. Yep.
Because often when we're playing as sort of average amateur golfers, we're like, oh, what's the right thing to do here?
Of course.
Okay. So fairway divots, must fix?
Yeah, you should. You should fix it. But can I say, if my ball goes in one, I would rather it be in not a sand-filled divot. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather it just be in the divot.
Than in the...
Then if it's in the sand, then it's a much harder shot. Do you know what I mean? I get that it's better for the golf course to to regrow the grass because you put the sand in, it'll grow over more. But like in my brain, you've got a better chance of hitting a good shot out of the divot without the sand in it. So I always think the more polite thing to do would be leave it because that's nicer to the other golfers. But I get that it's going to grow back faster if you put the sand in. You've got to fill it in. There's no other way. You've just got to fill it in.
So you've got to follow the course rules.
Yeah, but but what you should do, if there's grass, if you take the divot and like a big chunk of the grass goes like in one go get that, put it back where the divot was, chop it in a little bit with your thing so it's like, you know, has a better chance of growing in, lightly sand over the top.
Yeah.
And then that, in a few days, that should be okay.
Back to normal. Okay,
yeah.
Good. When, let's say we're in a group of 4, do I have to watch everyone's tee shot?
Oh, yeah, I guess. You know what's...
Because I've played a bit where, you know, a couple of people just kind of drift off and start having a whispery chat away somewhere and they're not watching the next...
I think, I know. You've sort of got to... I think the answer is you've got to pretend to watch everyone's tee shot. Okay. Because the vibe is like, so say I hit it deep in the Magumbi, like in the bush or whatever, you've kind of got to be like, being like, I think I saw where it go in, and then you've got to fake help them look for it as well. You know, like go up and be like, I think it went in here, and just kind of look around for like they're the right things to do. But it is, I mean, it's hard out there for 18 holes, you know?
Yeah.
I think you should try and watch every shot. That's my advice. And if you can't do it, just lie and say you saw it.
Okay. What about looking for a ball? So let's say we've all hit the ball, say 250, for example.
Yeah.
3 are one's just off in the rough, 2 are on the fairway, and 1, we don't know where it is. Do those other 3 help that one person look for their ball, or for pace of play, should those 3 hit their balls up first, then help the person look for their ball?
No, well, they're all level off the tee, are they? No, I think you all go in to look for the ball.
Before you play your shots?
I think so, because now you can only search for 3 minutes as well. It used to be 5 minutes and people would really take the piss, and so 5 minutes would become 7 minutes. But now it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes goes pretty quick. If you're behind where they hit it, so say you hit it in the bush, but you're way past everyone else.
Yep.
You go and start looking and they can hit, and then when they hit, they come over. But if you're level, you go look first. I think that's the polite thing to do. Right. Because there's nothing worse than because the 3 minutes starts when you get into the area looking for the ball. So you'd rather, if you go in first and then they're hitting their ball, your 3 minutes starts and it's just you. So you'd rather have 4 eyes looking for it because it counts to the 3 minutes. Does that make sense?
It does indeed. Well, that's 12 minutes of searching.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you get 12
3 minutes each.
Yeah. You're timing it by 4, the amount of searching you get. So you should all go in first and look for it.
So you're better off having 8 eyes for 3 minutes.
100% than 2 eyes for 3 minutes.
2 eyes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about a lot of when I play golf with, you know, amateurs like myself, a lot of walking ahead happens.
Yeah.
Where people just power off up to their ball.
I support it, yeah.
So I'm about to play a shot and often I'll find myself going, yo, I'm hitting up.
Yeah.
Trying to get their attention so they turn around.
Yep.
And watch me hitting up.
Yep.
What's the etiquette?
So I reckon,
because I feel like I shouldn't have to be yelling out to get out of the way.
No, I'm with you. But I also support, because golf is so slow, like that. The slow play is such a killer. I think walk ahead, but you've got to be aware of where everyone is. So like if you walk ahead, you then have to you can get to level with your ball, but then you have to piss off and get off the side of the fairway and let old Lehmo. It's weird you're a long way back. But you're such a long hitter, Lehmo.
It's their fourth shot. It's my first shot.
But like, that's what, do you know what I mean? I like the idea because as soon as you've hit, then you can just walk across and play your ball. But like, you can't be then, it's so annoying if then you have to be like, you're in my way, get out. And then you're thinking about hitting them or whatever. Like then that's playing in your mind. So I support getting ahead of it, but you've just got to know where you are on the golf course.
All right. Again, on pace of play, does everyone, let's say again, group of four, does everyone have to be on the green before anyone can start putting?
Yeah, it's, because was this the phlegm drama as well? I think there's grey area here. I think for pace of play, I would say if it's a long putt, go for it, right? Like, because sometimes you might be further away anyway and you're on the green than like someone who's off the green. So I think as a blanket rule, it's like it doesn't really matter. If you're just kind of, I think it's like vibe. If you're antisocial and just kind of playing and just putting out, kind of ignoring everyone, I think that's rude. But say you like your ball goes, you chip it on like a foot from the hole and then everyone else is coming on and they're diddling about, you can just go up and tap it in. I think that's fine.
You're okay with that?
But I think if you just line up your putt and then are making other people wait for you while you're, I think then that's like bang out of order.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I think the no dickhead policy sort of applies a little bit with etiquette.
Use your no dickhead common sense.
Yeah.
What about,
if you don't have that, I can't help you.
We all know you can't walk across someone's line on a green.
Yeah.
Can you walk across someone's line when they're chipping?
Yeah, technically you can because
so
theoretically they don't have a line yet, but it's a bit of a.
They're getting ready for a chip and you just walk across the edge of the green in front of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's a bit of a jerk move.
Okay, so maybe
I would still pretend to theoretically they don't have a line yet because they're not on the green. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, say if you're back in the fairway with a 7-iron and I'm already on the green and I walk across the green and you're like, mate, you walked across my line. It's like, what are you talking about? You're 150 meters away. But I think like if you can kind of just not do it. You know, I think a lot of etiquette is being like just trying to be nice to the other people.
Yeah.
So if you just think, what's the nice thing to do here? And say you're just off the green, you've got a little pitch, you kind of know where they're going to try to hit it. So don't try to step on it. But the reality is it's not going to make a difference at all. So you just kind of pretend and jump over. Just try to be nice. But technically you don't have to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
When we're teeing off, who tees first? Because whenever I play, it seems to not matter. But I know that my dad was always really big on whoever won the previous hole should tee first.
The honour system.
Yeah.
So it's like whoever won tees off, and you would. I mean, if you really want to
tee in order.
Yeah, you do it. You would do it in a like if you were playing a competition like an amateur competition, or if you play with the pros or whatever, they would play honours. They probably would never be in a group of three, but it would still be. It would be like ongoing. So if you won the hole, you take the honour, and the next hole, if we tie, you still have the honour.
Still have the honour,
and it would go down to the third. So say if there's three of us, and I had a 5, the middle guy, the other guy had a 4, you had a 3. It's your honour, and I'm last because I had the 5.
Yeah.
Like it keeps going like that forever. Right. Like even if you keep on the first hole, you all had different scores, and then you have the same score for the next 17 holes.
Yeah.
It's like it still counts. So
that's one bit of etiquette in golf that I feel like people pay almost no attention to.
Well,
these days.
because it is annoying because, you know, half the time I've lost my glove and I'm running back to my golf bag or whatever, and you're like, you just tee off. But also, you know what I never understand about the honour is that the honour in match play, which is where golf started as like match play. Do you know what I mean? So that was like the first games when they invented it. So it would be you and I would go play. We're playing each other, and it is an advantage like to go first in match play because you get to go first. If you hit the fairway, you put the pressure on. It's the same as if you both have similar length putts. You want to putt first because if you make it, then all the pressure goes on to the other person. But who plays match play? Like you very rarely play match play. Yeah. So it's a disadvantage getting the honour because you go first and you're the guinea pig. You're the one who's like, I don't know how far those bunkers are. Oh, what's the wind doing?
Yeah.
You go first. So you get punished for making birdie on the previous hole.
Right.
I never understand it. I think you should just flip a coin or something.
Yeah. So it's generally course etiquette here. We're Googling.
Yeah,
the
so there
person
you
with the
go.
lowest score in the previous hole should be the first to tee off.
Yeah.
When we've said you should watch everyone else's tee shot, where should you watch it from? Because I've stood behind the person teeing before, and a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah, well, that's
Because you're just inside
that's considered a big no-no to stand directly behind.
so standing directly behind.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's like the one place you can't stand.
So where do you stand?
I would try and stand off to the side, maybe on a 45-degree angle. But you don't want to be too close because think about it when you're over the ball, your eye line, you can still sort of see around. So if you're directly behind me on my backswing, there's every chance I'm going to see you there. But like, not to go back to the match play thing, it's like there's all these kind of like shady etiquette things you can do. You can sort of stand not directly behind, but to the side, and then you're maybe making them think about where you are. You know, really bad etiquette. People will like rip their glove off at the top of your backswing. All those things. But as a rule, you shouldn't stand directly behind someone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In the day and age of like film, people film on their phone now, and they're like, "Oh, can you film me?" So people do it. But as a rule, yeah, if you're playing with strangers, I wouldn't do it. Some people get really shitty, and they'll be like, "Can you move, please?"
I've had people ask me to move. Yeah. Yeah. So,
can you change groups, please? Is that a possibility?
Yeah. What about what's the etiquette of playing through a group or calling a group up? So if there's a group in front of you that's super slow and you can see there's fresh air in front of them, and they're not calling you through, how do you?
It's so hard. I think you have to whinge. Like I think do you know what I mean? I think you have to like get close enough or yell out and be like, "Oi, can we go through? We're clearly quicker." Some people get quite shitty about it, and they'll be like, "Oh, you can't go through. We're playing." But it's like if you're holding someone up, it's pretty rare. Like you know what it's like when you're going slow. You don't feel great. Like you're kind of on the vibe. But I do think if it's a par 3 and they're taking for ages, I think a good example is like say that a group's having a lot of trouble on a hole, like everyone's hit it in the shit. So then you need 3 separate 3 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So it's like 12 or whatever. So everyone's helping everyone look for the balls. And it's clear they're taking a lot of time or they've got to walk back and take a drop. I think it's okay to yell out, wave your club in the air and be like, "Can we go through?" Because I think that just helps everyone. And if people have a problem with it, that's like, that's on them, I think, really.
Screw them, or we just play up on them. Larry David and Cooper
enthusiasm. Absolutely. Sometimes you got to. Like,
tee it right into your chest.
Well, maybe not Larry David. I don't know if you should ever take too many golf examples from him.
From Larry David.
Yeah.
What about, here's one that annoys me, but I just want to hear you say that it's not on. People who fill out their scores while standing on the green.
Oh, dude, it's one of the most annoying things.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It kills me.
It absolutely kills me. I will yell out and be like, "Get off the green.
Get off the green."
You know, they start doing admin. They're like, they're filling their score out. They're on their phone. They're checking
their Insta.
Show someone something. The other one that annoys me is like when people leave their clubs at the front of the green.
Oh, yes.
And so they finish and then they walk all the way back down to the front of the green and then have to walk all the way. So you're then still there waiting for them for even long. It's like, put your clubs to the side or at the back of the green or near the next tee.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work this out. This is a great public service you're doing right now, Lehmo.
It is good. When you finish a round and you shake hands with all your playing partners, should you take your hat off?
Yeah, good question. Because I think you should. But I also think, I mean, some of this stuff in golf is why golf, has struggled for years to break through. It's like, what does it matter if you take your hat off? It's a bit more polite, I think.
Golf can't lose all of this.
I know. And some of this is what makes golf terrific.
Yes.
When I was young, when I started playing, it's like I wouldn't dream of walking into a clubhouse with my hat on. I would take my hat off immediately. I'm the same.
I'm always hat off.
Hat off comes immediately. Yeah. When I was at Royal Melbourne, there were people in the clubhouse with their hat on.
Really?
And like, I get it that golf is modernising and stuff. And I think a few things, the hat thing is an interesting area because I feel like yes, it's probably from a bygone era of like the old guard, the old gentleman.
Yeah.
Kind of, you take your hat off, you be polite. And I get that people don't do it. It's like, why? If you had never played golf before, you'd be like, why am I taking my hat off?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, but I will take it off. I will take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you got to. It doesn't feel right shaking someone's hand at the end of the round with your hat on.
With your hat on.
Yeah, take it off.
Final question for you, Sam Taunton, on the etiquette around golf. How much time spent on a mobile phone is tolerable during 18 holes of golf?
Not much. The reason you're out there, it's like you're trying to get that prison lifestyle. You're trying to detach.
That's it.
You know? I reckon it's like you can. Well, it's hard now because people use their phone for scoring and like the course guide.
But that's okay. We understand that you use your phone for scoring, but actually taking calls.
I don't like it. It's like, it's very like businessy. I played with a guy the other day that was taking business calls, and he's like, "I told you to sell. You got to sell." And I'm like, "Get off your phone.
Sell half my share portfolio and get me $1 worth of
yeah,
mixed
exactly."
lollies.
Although I remember playing a guy who was having like a huge bust up with his partner, with his wife or something,
God.
and he was just on the phone the entire time, and like doing like what I would call like taxi driver conversation. You know, when like you get into the back of a cab or an Uber and they're on a call, but it's very low. Like you think that you're like, wait, are you talking to someone? He was like talking like that on his phone the entire round of golf.
Right.
And I hated it because you're out there to socialise and interact.
Yeah. I played a round of golf once with someone who we both know, a comedian who
Peter
was
Hellier.
settling it wasn't Peter Hellier, settling a house purchase property deal.
You're kidding.
And it was like a price negotiation thing. It went for about 9 holes.
Did he play well?
Not particularly.
That would be hard. It would be amazing if that was the secret to playing good golf, is like
being on the phone.
Being on the work during the game.
It's like those Winter Olympians who had mobile phones falling out of their pockets while they're doing aerials.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I always get freaked out even when I see like footy players or whatever, like after the game in the change room and they've got their phone, or like they're leaving and they get their phone. Because I'm like, I don't know why, but it just seems like you shouldn't be on your phone. It should have nothing to do with when you're playing sport.
Yes.
And unfortunately, golf and golf carts mean you can really have a scroll on Instagram whilst playing golf.
But
it's not right.
It's not right. Leave your mobile phone.
Also, before we leave that, when I played with Flem at the Victorian PGA, he was editing videos whilst playing golf. Like he had a tripod on his golf bag and he's filming himself. He'd be filming me. I didn't even know he was filming me half the time.
It's work, mate. We've got a golf podcast.
That's what he's saying. And then he's got like cap cut out and he's like editing on the fly.
He's quite good at
it. And
editing.
that's in a tournament.
An actual professional
And it was good. You're right. It was good. Like I tagged it and I'm like, he'd put a bed of music under it.
6 edits.
Yes.
Text, music.
It was impressive.
All right. Thank you, Sam Taunton, for helping the good people out.